Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I know what I promised you, and sadly, the game couldn't deliver. It would freeze up on the Ravens. And once again, I decided rather than give you another game where I play as the Steelers for the third time this year, I would give you Jaguars and Bengals. It's an AFC North matchup, so at least I'm giving you that. Jaguars are not in the AFC North, but we do see an AFC North team in this game. It's a battle of the big cats, and we will try Baltimore again next week. As it turned out, though, as well, in that Baltimore game, Landry Jones only was hurt in such a way that he would only miss the final, or the three quarters of the game. He's cleared to play this week. He will play against the Steelers. So it'll be interesting to see what the final result there is, as both teams are 4-4, and it could move the Steelers into last place in the division. Although, depending on what happens here, the winner of that game could be tied with Cincinnati, holding the fact that they don't, or that Cincy wouldn't have a bye week yet. So we'll see. I'm a little distracted, honestly, at the moment while I'm talking. I've got the AFC wildcard playoff game going right next to me, Oakland and Houston. So, honestly, if you want to know who I'm picking in that game, I am taking Oakland. I think that I just think that defensively, overall-wise, I think they're better set to play this game than Houston is. I do think they won't go far. They might win this game, and then that'll be it. Neither one of these teams, if they win, goes farther than the next round. I think on the AFC side, the Steelers win. I honestly still have my Steelers winning all the way to the Super Bowl. That's just my personal preference. I do think that they have the talent. They have the weapons. They have everything possible to get to where they need to be to play in the Super Bowl. But we'll see where it goes. I think they can beat New England with a healthy Ben, a healthy Bell, and a healthy Brown. I think they can beat Kansas City again with a healthy Ben, healthy Bell, and healthy Brown. And I don't even think tomorrow is going to be a question. Honestly, you have Le'Veon Bell playing in his first ever playoff game. He is going to be fired up. Ben and Brown are healthy. And the Dolphins secondary is severely wounded. They're in a very bad spot secondary-wise. They're battered. They're depleted. They're not it's going to be hard for them to cover Rodgers and Hay and Brown and all the stars that the Steelers have. So it's just going to be too tough, I think, for the Dolphins to pull it off. Either way, I'm going to hand it over to Jim Nantz, Phil Simms for the call of Week 9. Week 10 should hopefully be the Ravens game. We will see. The Ravens might have a bye week. It's all going to depend on what games are pulling up, everything that is available. If the Ravens are there, we'll play as the Ravens. If they're not, then we'll figure something else out. But we'll see what's going on after this game. I hope you guys enjoy this battle of the big cats, as Jacksonville, who is top team so far, will take on Cincinnati, who's been a pretty decent team this season. So we'll see where it goes, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's the Bengals going up against the Jaguars. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 9 matchup.
Jaguars, Bengals on EA Sports, getting set for today's Week 9 matchup. Hello, friends, and welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here on the scene, getting set for kickoff. Phil, it's all yours before we get the game started.
Well, Jim, let's start this way. The old cliche we hear all the time, let the game come to you. Hey, that might have been good 20 years ago, but not anymore. Now you got to go out there and take it. Which team is willing to take some chances to win this game today? That's the one that's going to win.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. Justin Tucker ready to kick it away to start today's game. return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
I wonder what kind of confidence level this quarterback's going to be at today. Even though they won last week, he played awful.
First down here. Offense lines up here.
Let's go.
Miller's going to take the handoff now. The tackle is made. Here's a look at the Jaguars offense. This is an efficient group. Last week, turning the football over just once. Second down now. Miller's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Here's Decker. Decker's tackled down after a gain of 2. And now here's a look at the Bengals defense. This is a tenacious front seven that has done a great job against the run this season. On the way, third down. The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense.
Just a quick drop back.
The Jaguars now move the chains.
When you play a cover 3 defense, you protect against the deep pass, but the problem is all the underneath stuff is wide open, and the quarterback is taking advantage of that.
And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
Second and 3. Very nearly intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
Third and 3. Gets away from the pressure. Feet first, and gives himself up.
Well, we got the mojo flowing today, don't we? You start out the game, it's early, you pick up a couple first downs, and you think you can't be stopped.
First down at the 46. And the give to Lamar Miller. They got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
The Jaguars load up the backfield for this next play. Breaks at the tackle. Scrambling now. Gains 20. McCoy's the one who is down, and we'll step aside for just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment.
Yeah, Jim, I'm not going to speculate. It looks like a lower body injury, and of course, as always, we hope it's not serious.
First down at the 27. And he's forced to the ground.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapse, and that time it collapsed on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
Handoff made. Brought down after a gain of 6. Third down following the run. Mounting a serious drive. Play action. The defense gets the sack.
When you blitz on third down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB. You always want to be rewarded for a nice drive in a football game, even when it's a field goal, because you've made a lot of good plays, you've executed them, you got yourself in position to get some points, and that field goal just reinforces everything.
Right at the 30-yard line after that return. First down here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Eyeing that left side. The Bengals get a first down.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
First down at the 50. Jamal Charles. Charles takes the hit and is brought down. And with that, let's take a look at the Bengals offense, starting with the offensive line. It's a bunch that knows how to control the line of scrimmage, which gives the quarterback the time to throw to give this team now one of the highest passing yardage totals we've seen in the NFL. Offense lines up here. Second down and 8. Reaches out and snatches it. He's brought to a halt.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Play fake. Throw to the left. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals.
You know, if you're a defensive player and you're covering a receiver down here on 1st and goal, you don't have to cover that much area. That's a terrible job by the defense giving up that touchdown pass.
The Bengals for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Jaguars' return team is always dangerous. Perhaps they can shift the momentum back. Scores 7-3. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. It's first down as they head to the line. Decker's lined up in the slot. Will go ground and a run right up the middle. Picks up about 2.
Miller's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Jaguars continue to find themselves in games that come down to the wire. A week ago, they secured a victory, but they trail in this one right now, partner.
In the NFL, your whole season really evolves around how you play in the close games. If you don't perform well in the close games, you're not going to go to the playoffs.
The Jaguars from the 27. The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a first down on this series.
Hard to throw over some of these linebackers in the NFL now. They got such good size. You try to throw over them, here's what happens. These big guys will knock it down.
We'll see what he can do here. That'll stop the play right there. First down on the way. Offense lines up here. On the money. Here's the Jaguars defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. And here we have second down. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this and pick up those first downs.
First and 10. Tosses the football. Fights through that hit. And a gain of 4.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Second down and 5. This hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation.
Charles is in the backfield. Single back set. Gets it out for the completion.
When you can throw an out route like that, that shows you the strength of the quarterback's arm.
Andrew Luck under center. First down at the 37. McLean's marked down after a gain of 4. That leads us to second down. That's second down coming up. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. They'll mark the football at the 22.
Good job by the offense getting another first down. You can tell by looking down on the field that defense, hands on their knees. They are getting tired.
He'll get it again. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals.
When you got a lead, you march down the field, and you add on to that lead with a touchdown, it's fun to watch the other team. Will they stay patient, or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22.
Offense lines up here.
First down at the 22.
They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second and 6. Here's the handoff. Slashes to the left side. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Miller was able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
The Jaguars snap it at the 36. Underneath and incomplete that time. Second down coming up. Decker's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Handoff. Tackle down at the 42-yard line.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
Still 5 yards short of the first after the run. Third down coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Wide open for the catch. Gains 19.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
First and 10. Miller's taking the handoff. Second down. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Williams is there to make the stop.
The Jaguars' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
Tackle down at the 22.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Nickel formation here for the defense.
Halfway through the second quarter.
That's a gain of 6.
Find a way to score. That's always the mantra with every team when they get in the red zone. If you punch it in here, even though you're down by more than 7, it'll give you confidence for the rest of the game.
Another handoff right back to him.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold it.
First down and 10.
Back to the ground. Gains about 3.
It's a good play call so far in this drive by the offensive coordinator. His team is down, but they are marching down the field.
Second down here. What a drive this has been. Lamar Miller with the carry.
In the end, it picks up only a yard.
The Bengals defense, they got backed up in their own red zone, but you know what? They came through that time. There's a run play. They were waiting for it, and they stopped the offense for a very short gain.
It's Miller.
Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
Nothing complicated here for my man. He's one of the top running backs in the NFL. He just uses power and speed and gets in the end zone.
Get ready.
They send the tight end in motion.
And now here's the toss. So they get the touchdown, but they go for 2 and fail to convert.
I'll be the first to say it. That was a terrible decision to go for the 2 points. I'll give the defense some credit, but mainly the blame goes to the offensive play call.
Luck will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Quarters formation here for the defense.
And now here's Charles on the toss. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Andrew Luck under center.
Second down and 12.
Complete to Williams. Gains 18.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. Alexander's lined up now as a slot receiver. Over to Graham. Graham's able to move the chains here as he's tackled down. The Bengals rely on their passing attack, and today it's been a factor as usual. Luck's again showing why he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, he is. He's showing that he's one of the top quarterbacks, and this is one of the top offenses in the NFL when it comes to throwing the football. He is so good at throwing and catching the ball with the wide receivers. What do you do to combat it? You just got to tackle really well once they catch the pass. That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
The Bengals take it from the 43. Williams, they bring him to the turf.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
A reception on second down, but not enough for the first. Third down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Looking to the right side and throwing. They are in the backfield in a hurry and will bring him down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. They're set to punt it away now.
The Jaguars.
They're first.
And it'll be Colquitt back to punt.
to the line of scrimmage. First down. Johnson's a receiver in the slot. They're going to get him here for a sack. And they're going to call a timeout here to stop the clock. A lot of yardage to make up here after that sack. It's second down.
Let's go.
Going for the home run. Clutch catch. The Jaguars signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Drop back, shotgun formation. Heaving it down the field. Off catch. Williams in on the tackle. That does it for the first half. Jaguars trail in this one.
All right, welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back now at the first half. The Bengals have not been bashful these last 2 weeks when it comes to throwing the football. The Jaguars will need to figure out how to slow down that pass attack in the second half. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. End of the first quarter. Harris is the target on the sideline throw. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Bengals line up at the 18. Charles got it on the run, and he'll take this 18 yards for the score. Bengals push their lead to 11. Jaguars line up at the 8. Miller's going to take it up the middle, and he caps off the drive on this run. The gap is close to 5. Jaguars with the football late in the half. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and the pass and catch will end up going for 46 yards. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Paul Brown Stadium for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, friends. Jim Nance and Phil Simms from Paul Brown Stadium for the call. And the third quarter is about to get underway. He's not going to test the coverage this time. It'll come out to the 20.
First down coming up. Tight end in motion.
And here we go. The first snap of the second half.
Throws to the right. Catch made near the sideline.
Well, when you talk about throwing these sideline routes or the out route, it is about timing. When that receiver makes that break to go towards the sideline, that football has to be in the air. Nice throw and catch that time.
Incomplete.
And the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
3rd and 7 to Williams. That picks up 7.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
Charles is lined up as the single back.
Now 1st and 10.
Luck, handoff.
Nice tackle.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Split backfield here. 2nd and 4. He's looking to the right here on this throw. 3rd down.
Alexander's in the slot.
Throws the pass.
He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
All set to punt here.
Will end up in the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. Johnson's lined up in the slot.
1st and 10.
Miller's got it on the handoff.
And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Offense lines up here. 2nd down, 4 to go. He's taken down at the 42. It's 3rd down coming up.
Johnson's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Here's Decker.
This offense can't be stopped on 3rd down no matter the distance.
You love to see somebody bounce back. After not being a factor last week, we're seeing a wide receiver who knows how to get right back into it.
Yeah, he was eager to get back out on the field again this week, Jim. He's anxious to go out there and do well, and so far today, he has been awesome.
When you define yourself as a running team, which this team does, then it's no surprise to see them continue to make plays on the ground, Phil.
You can't be good at everything. And this team, their bread and butter, what is it? It's running the football. So they determined before the season, we are going to be a running football team. They worked at it, and here they are doing it again.
Let's go.
There's some shifting around in the backfield.
Midway into the 3rd.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a 1st down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Miller's going to secure the handoff.
Breaks the long one for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
He's one of the best running backs in the NFL. There's no doubt about it, and he proves it every single week. How about that run? Makes a good read and then gets it in the end zone.
Takes off with it. Breaks free. Looking to the right side and throwing. They will not find a way into the end zone, so they'll only get 6 points out of the trip. David Akers lining up for the kickoff.
And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. The Bengals are set for their next possession. Andrew Luck under center. 1st down at the 16. The hit knocks the ball out incomplete.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
2nd and 10. Set up screen.
Catch made.
Bengals, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that 1st down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another 1st down, and that'll serve your team well.
And now as we see the stats, you have to love these type of numbers from one of your key wide receivers. Phil, 2 straight games, he's gotten it done.
Yes, we've watched this guy play, Jim. You can look at him and you can tell, boy, he has fresh legs. He is flying around, and he is getting open.
He makes the catch.
The tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up.
The Bengals did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those 1st downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Luck's got it after the play fake. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Charles lined up in the backfield.
Quick drop back.
Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
There's nothing like a big hit. When you get it and it connects, it gives your defense some emotion. Look at the guys, how they're jumping around. Hey, that gets everybody excited.
Nickel formation for the defense here. 3rd and 10. Got the completion. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. As we see the stats now, you really like what both guys have been able to do at wideout today, Phil.
Yeah, they have been spectacular out there on the field. The numbers are awesome. This league, once again, we know it's about the pass, and we saw it here today.
The Bengals have it at the 44.
He's in the clear. Good throw, good catch, and the receiver fights through to pick up the first.
The Bengals just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Offense lines up here.
The Bengals take it from the 43.
Breaks the tackle. He's brought down. It's now 2nd down. This long drive continues. 3-step drop.
And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
Boy, it must be hard just to knock the football down. That time he's in good position because you know the defender wanted to go for the interception, but he played it smart and knocked it down instead.
Marching down the field and taking their time.
Luck still has it.
He's got the catch, and he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
That was good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Jaguars come onto the field for their next series. First down at the 20, and the give to Lamar Miller. They'll mark him at the 22.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The 3rd quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway.
This will be 2nd down.
Decker's lined up now as a slot receiver.
Tight ends in motion here.
The final quarter underway now with this snap.
Bars is an animal on that play.
How about the defensive line? Getting that penetration, getting off the football at the snap, and getting it done, getting in the backfield and making that tackle.
The defense comes out in the nickel. 3rd and 9.
Keeps it here.
That's an interception. Space to work. He stacked up at that point.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield.
The give.
Brought down after a gain of 6. Looking ahead, the Bengals will be playing at home next week, while the Jaguars will also be playing at home next week.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. takes it from the strong eye. Charles takes the hit and is brought down. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Jamal Charles carries the football. That's a gain of only a yard.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
3rd and goal to go from the 2. And he's taken down.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
The field goal try. Yes, sir.
Now the defense is going to be excited. They come out there. The offense has great field position, but they stop them. But they give up 3 points, but still a victory for the defense.
And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Jaguars will begin their drive from the 31 now. Miller's lined up in a single back formation. The Jaguars snap it at the 31. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first. The Jaguars have had a great rushing attack all game, Phil. Miller's been a consistent force on the ground.
Yeah, he's just a running back who never gives up. And when he runs, it's arms, elbows, everything is moving. And he is one tough running back to tackle. The Jaguars look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
And at the 49, he'll be brought down.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running them.
Will go ground. Brought down at the 47-yard line.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front. And that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Johnson's a receiver in the slot. 3rd down and 5. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Hey, it's late in the game. You just can't pass every time, even you're losing. So good job that time by the offense. They throw the running play in there, and it gets a big gain. Good call.
First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Takes it again. That's a gain of 7.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
The jumbo set on the field. It's 2nd down and 3. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense. Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Miller's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. And Matthews is brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Phil, it's 3rd down. They are in 4-down territory, and the defense knows that. Yeah, and you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback.
4th down is on the way, and to the surprise of no one in this stadium, they're going for it.
Yep, and you know who's going to win this battle? The toughest, most physical team. That's what the NFL is all about.
This is going to set up a change of possession. The Bengals defense says, no, sir, you are not converting here on 4th down and getting your team back into the game.
Anytime it's a 4th down play, the defensive players, they get so excited because they just feel like the game is on the line. Could have been the game right there. Nice job on the defensive side.
The Jaguars will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. The Jaguars will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point. 3rd down now. Charles is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Unstoppable. They take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. If you look at these passing totals, it's easy to get a sense why they're leading right now.
Those numbers are absolutely outstanding. When you see these kind of numbers, that means the play calls were good, the offensive line had an outstanding day, and also the wide receivers, they found ways to get it.
You go to that locker room and
I tried. Deshaun just, I don't know. I can't throw well with him, and it just wasn't. I wasn't able to run the offense the way I wanted to with Deshaun Watson. It's more on me than it is on the way the team's built. They're built as a decent team. They're pretty good. Lamar Miller had an amazing day running the football, and I definitely relied on that. I think more so than I did anything else. So overall, it was a decent game. I think the interception is what killed it. Had we had the chance there at the end to be able to kick a field goal, that would have been amazing, but no chance there on that. And so we end up losing the game on a 4th down conversion that was failed to be picked up. So we'll look forward to next week. Week 10 hopefully is going to be the Ravens game that I promised this week. Not sure. We're going to go ahead and advance to week 10. We'll show you the results from week 9, and we'll see what happened, where the standings are as we move closer to the playoffs. This was the midway point of the season, week 9. We had just passed it. So as we advance through week 9, we look forward to week 10 and the following games as we finish down the stretch of the final 7 weeks. So as you can see, 6-3 for the Jaguars. Raiders and Broncos are going to meet. That is going to be a great game. Titans lost again, remain at 1-7, so they just aren't having a good day or season, whatever. Bengals Browns are going to meet. There is a Ravens game. It is against Tennessee. I promised Ravens. I'm going to try to deliver on it. If not, we'll see what happens there. But let's run through these scores. New Orleans defeats Carolina. Cleveland over Tampa, so Cleveland continues to win. Dallas over Arizona. Houston defeats Philly. Kansas City destroys the Jets. Witness that game. San Diego beats Miami for only the 2nd time this season Miami's been beat. Washington loses to Minnesota. St. Louis falls to San Francisco. Denver defeats New England. Oakland over Seattle. Baltimore's 3-game streak stops in Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick up the win, and the Giants defeat the Colts. So let's take a look at the AFC and NFC divisions, where we stand there. Broncos now lead the AFC overall because the Dolphins have actually fallen twice. Wow. The Dolphins are now in the midst of a battle. On the NFC side, you can see the top teams there. In the AFC North, it is still up for grabs. I believe Cleveland 6-2 is definitely on the right path to making the playoffs. Baltimore is on the wrong path to making the playoffs. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are both sitting there with a chance. In the AFC South, the Colts, Texans, and Jaguars are all in it. The Titans are out of it. There's no chance for them. The AFC East, the Bills are already eliminated, and honestly, so are the Patriots. I think at 2-7. It would take the Dolphins and the Jets to lose most of their games left, and I just don't see that happening. In the AFC West, everybody really is still in contention, but the Broncos and the Raiders are the class of the field. I don't know that the Chiefs and Chargers can make up the ground. On the NFC side, I think the Vikings are probably one win away from locking up their division. 1 or 2 wins. It's just looking bad for the Lions, who started 4-0 and have since lost 4 straight games. The Packers are 3-5, and the Bears are 3-5. So it's just looking like the Vikings are going to take the number 1 seed, honestly. In the NFC South, you have 4-4, 4-5, 3-5, and 2-6. So anybody's division there, but it's just a crap division. Giants at 6-2, Cowboys at 5-4. Those 2 teams are in it. I really think that, the Redskins are probably still in it, and the Eagles maybe have a chance. It's going to take a lot for them to get in it, but with the way both teams are going, Redskins only losing 1, but the Eagles on a 3-game skid, just not looking too good for them. Out west, you have the Rams at 5-3. The 49ers join the Lions at 4-4 after starting 4-0. Seahawks losing 3-5, and Cardinals are 2-6. So let's take a look at the schedule just to see who's playing who next week. Week 10, Browns, Bengals, Chiefs, Bills, Dolphins, Lions. That's going to be interesting to see. Who continues their losing streak is the question there, because both teams have lost at least 2 games in a row. It's going to be a matter of which team can actually win a game. 49ers and Saints, another game where which team wins the game. Titans, Ravens, I'm going to have to give this game, if I had to pick, it's going to go to the Ravens. Tennessee just hasn't been there at all this season. There's a reason they're 1-7. I'm picking Steelers in this game. Come up here. Honestly, I'm going to pick the Browns. Bills. I think Dolphins win this one. Cowboys take this game. 49ers pick up a win. Like I said, Ravens, Steelers. This one's a tough one, but I got to go Tampa. Broncos beat the Raiders. St. Louis will beat Arizona. Giants over Seahawks. Pack will beat the Bears. And Carolina beats the Eagles. So those are my predictions for this game. We'll see if I'm right. I don't even know if I'll remember it, but either way, besides the point. Playing as the Ravens, hopefully we'll get that win. I really hope so. It'd be nice to finally pick up another win as the Ravens, and finally pick up a win as the Ravens. Not just, we've won games this season, the Ravens have, but I haven't gotten to play as them as I would like to. I'll say another thing, watching the AFC wildcard game, I'm a little off on my prediction, but Oakland is being competitive. They're in the game, so there's no doubt that Oakland can win the game. Houston's defense is fantastic. I expected a good defense out of Houston, but I'm actually stunned by it. Their defense is beyond what I thought it would be. So either way, guys, we'll look forward to Week 10. Hopefully we'll be the Ravens and Titans. That ought to be interesting, to say the least, but we'll move forward, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. So thanks for joining us. I'll see you for Week 10.